was all warm as soon as he came into the room.
It's from Keith's mouth.
I love... I don't know. He gets it from the toilet. There's a little sweet flavor to it. I love tap water. I hate when you put water through that pitcher in my refrigerator.
It's just if it was cold tap water, I'd been fine, but it was just warm.
I'm just saying though, the Brita filters, like any filtered water like that, don't necessarily like the taste. I think I like the sediment that's involved in my New York water. It makes it the most delicious water in the world. I'm not being honest.
I don't like the white film that it comes up. Like, you ever get that white film?
When I get out of the shower, I just look totally white every time. I look like I've taken a shower in my own semen every time I get out.
In lime.
No, that's how you dissolve a body. Oh wait, something else.
So you're talking about the last time you ate meat?
Yeah. So a couple of weeks back, we after the show, Keith ordered pizzas. He decided that he was going to be the benevolent king that decided to get us food after the show, and he ordered pizzas. And he got a cheese pie. He was going to get a sausage pie for the carnivores, and he got a pepper pie. Just green peppers. I love green peppers on pizza. And they came, and they combined the pepper. They gave us 2 plain and 1 sausage and pepper pizza. And I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'll eat it. Because at that point, I was only a week into not eating meat, so I ate sausage that day. Up until then,
anything happened?
Oh,
well,
no, I was a week in. It was no big deal.
Okay.
Now, 2 nights ago, Friday night, I had a doctor's appointment for my daughter, so I was home early from work. And on the way home, my wife was like, "You know what? I don't want to deal with cooking tonight. Can we just order pizza?" I was like, "Yeah, sure. We have Christmas stuff to do anyway. We'll order pizza." Well, we call our friendly neighborhood pizzeria, and rote memorization, I just start spitting out. Sorry, I laugh every time I look at the chat room. Bourgeoisie writes something. He likes the fizzing sound that tap water makes, like when you pop open the can. I know we're taking 2 steps back, but that just cracked me up. But yeah, so rote memorization, I just start spitting out the order that I always spit out whenever I call the pizzeria,
which is
17 palms, 3 pies.
I need you to give me some food. No, I gave him the
It's really cold.
I gave him the standard, which was large pie, half mushroom, an eggplant roll with a side of sauce for my wife, and a meatball Parmesan Hero, no sauce, and fresh garlic. That's what I get all the time. Meatball Parmesan, just meatball with cheese and garlic, outrageous.
6 inch?
No, a Hero, bro.
So what's that, 12?
I'm an adult male. I eat a Hero. I don't eat a stupid Subway sandwich. Nice, I'm really refreshed. So I make my order, and then I hang up the phone and look at my wife and said, "Wait, I haven't eaten meat in almost a month, and I just ordered a meatball Parmesan Hero." And I say, "You know what? Christmas is coming. We're going to be at your parents' house in a couple days. I'm sure that there's probably going to be meat there. I'm probably going to wind up eating meat for Christmas. So screw it. I'll eat meat today to break myself in." Meatball Parm Hero comes. I see it.
This was wait. How many days ago was this again?
This is Friday night.
Okay,
2 nights ago. So the food comes. I tear into my Meatball Parm Hero. I've got to be honest, it wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. I was so psyched, like, all right, I'm eating meat for the first time. I'm breaking it, and it's going to be great. It wasn't a specifically good meatball. They were okay, but nothing special. I ate about half the sandwich, and everything was cool, and we hung out.
Prior to this, have you gotten that same meatball sub and thought it was okay, or it was stellar?
No, it used to be one of my favorite things.
Okay.
It used to be one of my favorite things. I used to get it from there all the time. And, I just think it was a bad night that it wasn't... I mean, it wasn't that it was horrible. It just wasn't specifically flavorful and delightful.
Didn't live up to your expectations.
Right, you know what? Yeah, I was holding it to a higher standard. By the way, I forgot to point out at any point during the show, if anyone feels like calling, they can, 877-744-6405. I just remember right now that I never called out the hotline number. Not that any of you are going to call anyway, but I just throw it out there.
I've been eating a lot less meat. I still ate meat this week, but I went out to eat last night with my wife.
No, he didn't bring the pitcher in.
You didn't bring any tea? You only
There's
brought
nothing.
ginger ale?
That's why I brought the ginger ale.
Okay.
My wife and my brother and my sister-in-law, and I ordered eggplant and garlic sauce last night.
Gross.
And I've been learning to like eggplant a little bit more lately, but eggplant needs to be, I think, fried and with cheese and sauce. When you just put eggplant in garlic sauce, it's horrendous.
And super hot. It needs to be hot. I can't even eat it cold.
Yeah, it wasn't very. It was purple strips. That's what it was.
Eggplant is disgusting. Eggplant
It's
is
not disgusting.
It really is.
If it's masked enough, it's not bad.
Then it is disgusting. You're masking it. The eggplant itself is a disgusting little beast.
And to your credit, I'll tell you, I tried the Boca flame grilled burgers.
How outrageous!
Delicious.
How outrageous are they? So I eat my meatball parm hero. I eat about half of it, and everything's cool. Then I was eating my pizza, relaxing. And then about an hour and a half later, all of a sudden, I feel as though someone lit off some dynamite in my stomach. I've gone vegetarian for a long time in the past. Like I went like a year and a half the last time that I did. I would never expected that a month in that I would have problems. Sorry, I guess the game's starting. That's still on from last week. If you watch, it's the Dolphins channel from last week that I threw the chairs from. But yeah, I never expected to have a physical problem 3.5 weeks into not eating meat. I was in agony for literally 7 hours. Like, I ate at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and at 12:30 is finally when my stomach stopped hurting. And I took aspirin, I took bromo, I took everything to try and make my stomach stop hurting. What, like a bromo?
Any trips to the loo?
Nothing. No.
Bro, Mo, give me some Alka-Seltzer.
Minka. Yeah, it was unbelievably, hideously painful, the agony that I went through. And I wound up playing Warcraft at like 12:30, and my buddy's just like, as I started playing, he's like, your body stops making the enzymes, and it's like lead sitting in your stomach. That can't happen that fast. Inside of 3 weeks, I refused to believe that the enzymes stopped producing. It was just, at that point, it was foreign to my stomach.
Yeah, I think that's too short a time.
And it hurt like hell. And it solidified 100% in my head that if this thing, even though it smells good and it's something that I've considered my food my whole life, I can't eat this stuff.
Oh, that's what I was going to ask you. I mean,
it was ungodly. The amount of pain I went through from trying to eat chopped meat on Friday night, I can't eat it.
It's the end of it.
I can't do it.
Good
and
for
you hadn't gone to the bathroom or anything. You hadn't moved it or anything, right? At this point, you had just finished eating it.
Yeah, you know what? And the move and passing it, making a BM, if you will, wasn't unbelievably hideous. It wasn't bad.
Bro, did you poop?
You got to realize something. I am. I know it's a. This is going to come as a shock to some of you. I have a slight drinking problem. So going to the bathroom for me is generally painful. It hurts pretty much every day. So it wasn't specifically more painful than any other day. It was, it wasn't pleasant, but it was the fact that just sitting on my couch trying to hang out that I couldn't do anything. Like I was in the fetal position for 2 hours. Then I started propping my body up in such a way that I was hanging off the couch so the gas would come out easily because it was just unbelievable amounts of gas and pain that were building up. It was awful.
You were violated, dude.
God, it was hideous. So yeah, I'll not be eating meat for the holidays. And
Should I go put my hand on your wife's shoulder and say it'll get better? She had to be around for that.
It'll get better. He'll die one day. That's what you're gonna say to her. Yeah. So I don't want to be on a. Chances are at some point in my life I'm gonna come back to meat again. Just right. I don't want to get on the reason I don't want to ever get on a soapbox about this whole thing, good luck, I've done it 7 weeks in a row, but the reason I shouldn't is because when I do go back to meat, I look like the hypocrite and I look like the jerk. Case in point, our buddy Vito this morning, I'm in my kitchen frying up bacon for the family. He calls out, bro, what happened? I thought you weren't eating meat. You're making bacon. And the thing is, I was making it for the family. People will have this in my head now because I'm a dude that talked about, I got to stop eating meat. I got to stop eating meat.
Well, look, I come out and I say, I know it's wrong to eat it. I'm trying to stop, and that's it. Like if
the fact that once you stop, the fact that when you eat it again, it hurts. Mm-hmm. It's not supposed to be in your body. It's not fuel.
That's exactly it. If you have to get yourself ready to eat meat for the holidays by eating meat, that's not a good thing.
Well, and again, it wasn't. You were out of the room going to grab drinks, but I wasn't doing it intentionally to get ready. It was just like memorization in my head. Like, this is what I ordered when I called pizza. And I was like, wait. I ordered meat. Why did I just do that?
You know what's funny, too? The meat is always my least favorite part of, a Thanksgiving dinner. When there's, potatoes and corn and biscuits and things like that. And stuffing. Those are always my favorite parts of it. The meat is always the least favorite to me.
Going Thanksgiving-wise, there's nothing in the world, and I'll show how hopelessly Italian I am. but turkey with vinegar peppers on it. Which, if you don't know vinegar peppers, they're like cherry peppers that have been soaked in vinegar.
Bill Parcells had a dream about those running naked.
I know, I heard. But they're hot, but tangy and sweet and terrific. Turkey with vinegar peppers may be one of my favorite things on the entire face of the
So what are you going to eat for...
My brother-in-law, who is one of the